Assalamualaikum everyone. This is my 3-in-1 console game in which I have created 3 mini games. First of all is my space shooter game in which our player shoots the enemies, and our second game is escape fire maze in which our player has to reach the end point before fire catches him. And the third one, of course, is very common game Dino Run in which a dinosaur, a mini dinosaur runs to and avoids collision with trees and obstacles or whatever you can say it. So this is my 3-in-1 console game. Now we are going to play each game one by one. First we are going to play space shooter game. When I select this game, it further asks if the mode of the game in which you want to play is easy, medium, hard. Each mode represents the number of enemies you are going to face, and it also shows the previous high score in the game. So we are going to play the medium mode. This the A is our player, which I have represented using alphabet A, and these are our enemies falling down, and we have to hit it using bullets, which we can shoot by spacebar. And we also have 3 health bars. You can see the big enemy. You see this letter represented by B is our big enemy, which also shoots down on us. Big enemy, when we have to shoot 5 times to eliminate this big enemy. After every 100 points, the big enemy is initiated, which shoot down on us. After every 50 points, game speed increases. So coverage game speed level also increases. So level is another term for game speed in my console based game. So continuously I can shoot 5 times a bullet. Continuously 5 bullets I can shoot. So this is my console based game, you can see. This is our second game, Escape Fire Maze. It also asks the mode of the game, easy, medium, hard, which tells the speed of the fire that will spread randomly. So in easy mode, the fire will spread slowly, in medium more faster, and in hard much faster than before. So to play in medium, so and we play in medium, you can see this is our play represented as P, and we have to reach any of these E points, which are also end points. Fire is also spreading randomly. We have to reach the end point before it catches us. And you see we escaped in 25 moves. So this is our second game. Last and third game, which is Dino Run. Of course, everyone knows about it. So these are our mini dinosaur, which can jump, and we have to avoid collision with obstacles, which I represented by T. So if we hit T and the game overs, it shows our scores, and with each collision we avoid, the speed of the game increases. So this is our third mini game in my project. So this is my code of 3-in-1 project game, and these are libraries I have used. These libraries are very common, most of you know about it. So let me tell you about this. Maybe some of you don't know about this. So this library is used to give random number to enemies. It uses algorithm of time. So we are not going in detail because that's not our topic. Basically, this library allows us to use rand allows enemies random numbers to enemies. So this is our libraries. These are our space shooter variables, then our Dino run variables, then our escape fire maze variables. This is our variables we have used. After our variables and data structures, you can say we have our functions. So first 3 functions we see here are our common utility functions: void autopsy, void set color, void hide cursor. These are our common utility functions. These make our game smoother, and we can color our text and console using this void set color. So this is our common utility functions. Then we have our file handling, first space shooter game, then our Dino file game, then our escape file game. So these are our file handling. So after that our space shooter game logic starts. Let us discuss our game logic of our 3 mini games. So first we will see about space shooter game logic. These are basic LSF and cout print conditions. You don't have to focus on that. This is just voice select difficulty. You have to choose difficulty. This is our setup. Now you can say this is something you should know you about separand and rand. So it gives our enemies number random numbers each time program runs. It gives random number to enemies. So uh, this is important concept you will use in future games to give any random number to enemies or whatever you use it. After that we have draw space shooter. Again this is same basic logic draw shooter game. We have used Godok seed for smoother gameplay. Then we have used set color to print our walls, which are I think I use 9. 9 is basically of blue color. So that means my walls will be in blue color. So these are common. This is our player. So these are just common things. You just have to focus on the part that is difficult or harder to understand. So these are just for if loops, if else conditions, nothing new. And this is our health bar. So this is our end screen. Game over. Your final score. So this is our shoot. We can shoot using the space bar. This is what this, this logic is. So this is our space input using get async key state. We using arrows. We move our player up and down and left and right. So after that, this is our space logic. Bullet move counter. I did just like I have already written a comment. So you know this is increases bullet speed. So and this is our big enemy. Big enemy is active whenever we score 100 points. So this is our big enemy, and we have to hit bullet hit players. So our health decreases whenever a bullet or enemy bullet hits us. Our health decreases. As you can see, I have decreased the player health. So after that, this is same for rate for number of enemies. So yeah, this is same concept, nothing new. You just have to focus on the concepts you can't understand. These are simple for loops, if loops, and this shows that after every time I hit an enemy, my score increases plus 10. So bullet also disappears, and after every 50 points, level increases, enemy speed also increases. So this is our part where our bullet hits the big enemy. So this runs for maximum number of bullets, which are 5. So that means we have to hit 5 bullets to eliminate our big enemy. Then this is game over concept, bull game over. So then we have this is the logic of our space shooter game. Nothing complex, just simple for if as conditions, nothing new. The only thing you have to know about is the concept of C time and rand and separand. There's nothing new. Then we will move. Now we will move to our escape fire game. This is our escape fire game logic, in which we first generate random names using again the rand concept, which gives random number to our maze. So this is our uh, random maze generation function, in which we use rand concept to generate random maze. After that, we draw maze. First we use go to 3 again to remove the flipping to color screen, and this is our maze. So after that, this is the spread file function, in which we spread file randomly again or randomly. Whenever we mention randomly, we will change concept. So this is our file which moves randomly in our maze, inside our maze, inside our maze. So this is our function when our player which is exit. So exit or end point. So that returns either true or false. So this is on fire, blue is on fire, and so this is our next function play escape fire. We first load escape high score, previous high score, then we generate our random maze. So this is where our main function runs. This is where our using that sync key state we move our player left or right or up or down. And if the function goal is on fire is true, then you are going to game over. So this is our logic. So this is our game play demo run. logic, and where we have firstly initiated our variables and given them some values. We have already initiated our variables in data structures, but here we are giving them some values. Then we load previous high score. Then we run our logic inside a while loop. So this is follow saying this is loops. We already know that these concepts, these are just basics of C++. And then we have created our ground using equal. So equal symbol, this is our ground, or you can say our base. So after that we have represented our dinosaur with D, or you can say mini dinosaur. So after that we have obstacles. I have represented them by T, and simultaneously I have given them all some color for a better GUI. So then we have I have displayed score. This score is current score of the game. This is previous high score of the game. Then we use get async key state to jump our dino, or you can say mini dinosaur. Then jump logic. This is our jump logic. Then this is our obstacle moment. In which every time our mini dinosaur avoids collision with obstacle, the speed of coming obstacles increases. So this is a logic over my game, or you can say this concept of dino run. So this is increased speed. And then collision, this is a concept of collision. If collision happens, then game overs, then we show final score. So and then we save our score, high score. This is our logic. Then in main function we firstly hide our cursor for better UI. Then we play our logic of the game. Firstly we show menu in which it is asked to which game to play. Then if he is asked one space shooter game, then we provide him game shooter game logic. So this is our main loop.